Hi again, this is Dorothy with That's Scrapbooking, and we are going on to number 11. So I have to tell you, the yellow one and this one were my least favorite out of all of these, but I helped the yellow one. So I'm trying to figure out once again what to do with this one. I just don't know. It just didn't strike my fancy. So I'm pulling out all of the die cuts, which are cute. Lots of stars and some banners that are in Lagoon and Glacier or Mint maybe, and a cute little journaling card, little bitty journaling card, and a couple of backgrounds, and then these are the stickers, Everyday Magic. And so that doesn't look magical to me, so let's see what we can do. So I am going to cut off the, that's not black, it's charcoal. So I'm cutting that off, and I'm cutting this off, and this is going to be similar to number 10 with the layout. So I'm just trying, I kind of made a rough edge there, so I'm trying to smooth it out. But I don't know. I mean, sometimes my imagination is limited, and I just do what speaks to me with the particular layout. So this is what's going to work for this. And then I do this, and I rough up the edges and didn't mean to. So I have to take another little edge off. But the thing that I like about my rail trimmer is that I can take just a fraction off of there, and it doesn't, it's real easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I'm using my microtip scissors. Okay, this is next to that rail cutter. These scissors are just amazing. They're the Teflon coated scissors, and you can take off just a hair of an edge. So I was just taking off the fuzz on the edge of that paper. So in the end, it really didn't matter because I kind of covered it up a little bit with some shimmer trim. So I'm going to go ahead and take the tops and bottoms off, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to use that or not. And I can't, on the color boxes here, I didn't really want to cut a box in half. So I'm cutting a 6 square and a 9 square. So the 9 square is 6 by 6, and the 6 square is 4 by 6. So, already I think adding the black adds some contrast, and I wanted to use something on the 9 square that showed all the colors. So I didn't want if I used a big 4 by 4 on there, it would have hidden the cute little Sundance. Oh, I forgot. So I cut out some stars. Now I use the star pattern on Reach for the Stars. But this is, instead of the pearl white, I'm using this dark silver. And this is the papaya shimmer trim, and it's just an absolutely gorgeous color. Holy moly. I mean, I think it's just beautiful. And it's got a touch of gold in it. So it goes really well with the yellow and the Sundance on this page, and with those stars too. So, I decided, okay, this is Everyday Magic, right? That's this one. So that's why I used some stars. Number one, it needed some glitz, this layout did. And number two, if you're Everyday Magic, then you want to have some stars there. So it kind of made sense to go with the stars that came with the die cuts and do my own. Now this came from, I think, it's either Artistry, one of our Cricut cartridges, they're absolutely fabulous. I mean, some of our cartridges have 600 to 700 images on them. Now we've got smaller ones that are really inexpensive. They're like $9.99 or whatever, and you get Cricut cuts for the Cricut Design Space that go with the particular layout. So those are super fun, and I have to tell you, I've gotten all of them because they're good good cuts, and they can be used for many different things. So I'm going ahead and I'm popping up my stars here, and from the black background. So the dark silver isn't so brash like the regular light silver would be. So it's subtle, but it sticks out. So I've got the small star on one side on the top and at the bottom on the other. I didn't want to have them both the same. So I'm using the shimmer trim. So I'm kind of overcompensating because this page seemed to me to be kind of dull. And so I'm overcompensating by using a lot of glitz on it. And this piece is another that I used on a previous layout, and it's from one of the mix-ins. And this one is cute, and I used it because all those little things, you can't see it too well here, but they kind of look like starbursts, or like little like little mini firework explosions. So I thought, okay, well, that's a good background for, and I'm trying colors because I wanted more color with this, but the colors just not working, and I wasn't going to use every color that I had. Okay, so I cut a 7x7 square for the 6x6, so I get a 1/2 inch all around. And then I cut a 5x7 to go on the 4x6 layout. And I'm using the circles under the corners of the black to go like that. And once again, I'm kind of doing a dry run here to kind of see how it works. So I kind of, I'm liking this. I'm liking it a whole lot better than the original page. So, and using the 3x4, I can see all the colors on there. Now, that doesn't, I needed to stick with my original idea on this side and use 2 3x3s, because I try to use something, a 3x4 or a 4x4, and it covers up that middle square, and I really want I want some color to show from it. Because I think it's a fairly strong color, and it carries from one side of the page to one side of the layout to the other. See, I'm thinking that this is good, and then I realize, oh, well, I'm hiding the thing I didn't want to hide. Back to 3x3. So I'm going to put the little tag along there. So that can be for date or place. You always want to put your date on there because, we think we're not going to forget it. And you know what? You forget it. Unless you've got one of those memories that remembers everything. Sometimes I'd like that, and sometimes I'm glad I don't have that. So I'm going 3 inches down from the top and like a 1/2 inch over. So I'm using the ruler just so I get the two black pieces, backgrounds, even with each other. So once again, 1/2 inch over and 3 inches down. So I figured that gives me enough space up there. And see, that's looking okay. The only thing about this page is you're not getting a whole lot of pictures on it. So I would suggest, if you haven't used flip flaps before, to get some flip flaps, and you can stack your pictures to put more pictures on your page. So that's what our flip flaps are for. Number one, they add a lot of interest But you get to add, like most of us have more pictures than we've got space for on our pages. And so you have to have some way of showing them. You could put them in pocket pages, or you could use flip flaps. So I'm adding that little piece and the Sundance stars that go with it. And I'm popping up the stars. And then I'm just going to put that down by itself, but I decided to add a little background to it because it's really tiny. It's very, very tiny. So I'm just making a little, I think 2¼ by 2¼ inch square, because that little thing is about 2 by 2, which is what all those little color boxes are. So it's consistent with what the boxes are. So it carries a little design element. And you don't think too much about it, but I think that's what that's all about. It's a little design element to go with the 2 by 2. So magic. So now I've got to put the title on there. And this is why now the magic is great, because it's one piece. Yay for one piece, except for the dot on the I. So that just makes putting the title down just oh so easy. Boom, it's down. Now the everyday, obviously it's a different font and it's a different size, and it's individual letters. So now I've got to put them down one by one. So I'm going to use a ruler to try to get it even. And I need to turn the page around so I can see what I'm doing, because I can't really see what I'm doing upside down or so far away. So getting each little bitty letter up. This is why I like one letters that are all attached together. It's like, boom, done. I think I'm getting impatient as I get older. I like boom, done. And now it's getting wonky. So now I've really got to get it around so that, when you've got the individual letters like this, it's really easy for them to look, if they're not really all lined up together and straight, then they really can look funky. So I'm just trying to, my Y is kind of wonky. Thank you, Dorothy. Appreciate that. That was making me crazy. Okay, there we go. Everyday magic. And then we've got some stars and some hearts. Put a little star up here, a little heart someplace. Here we go. Every day kind of looks lonely. And then we have some little kind of bannerish things that you can use as little additional journaling. So, places, names, what you're doing, all little details can go there, and not just be a little flag. They can be useful. So I'm just trying to figure out what to do about these pictures. So I'm thinking, okay, I can put 3x4s in there, and then it's like, no, it covers up the thing, the middle piece. It's like I drive myself crazy, I tell you. And it's like, okay, now you've ripped up some paper there. So if I put it this way, now I've got to put, because I wanted another 3x4. Sometimes you go with your original thought and just see, I pulled up some of the paper. Okay, so now I'm going to put a 3x3 there. And I still have a piece of Sundance showing. So it was just kind of, okay, I have two 3x4s and a 3x3. I don't know that 3x4, I think it would have been better with the 3x3, but there we go. So now I'm going to take the little banners, that's what's left, and I'm just going to make a, because it looks empty up top there, so now I'm just going to put some little banners going across with the light one in the middle and the two dark ones on the outside, the two lagoons, and I believe that's mint. So I went from kind of, you know, a little, it was a little boring looking, I thought, to a little bit more, excuse me, festive. So I got my little detail up top there. And then I decided, you know, I haven't used my pretty glittery string in a long time. And so I decide, I mean, I really haven't used it in a long time. So I am going to add a little element of that because, you know, sometimes when you've got glitter going on, too much is not enough. And so here we go. I'm just circling up several rounds of the silver thread and tucking it under and making sure there's plenty of glue on top, and then you kind of spread them out a little bit. See, and they kind of, when you spread them, look at that. So it's just a little hint of shine there to kind of, and it just kind of fills in a little gap. And if you, it comes with little kinks, and so if you just run through your fingernails, it automatically takes all the kinks out. So it looks so much better. Once again, I'm adding glue on top and bottom and then putting it over. And it's so fine that it's not hard to keep it down with the Tombow. So there we go. It went from being kind of dull to, to many levels of glitter. So thanks for watching and bearing with me. Bye.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.